The report conducted in 2018 by the Child Care and Protection Agency revealed that 179 boys and 81 girls have been victims of child sexual abuse. This is in comparison to the Cries in the Dark study conducted by ChildLink in 2014 to 2017, which revealed that of 338 cases of child sexual abuse reported to the centers, 41 were boys aged 13 and younger, while the remaining 88% accounted for 297 girls. ChildLink, a non-governmental organization that seeks to protect the rights of children, also facilitates the child advocacy centers across Guyana. 84% of the sexual violations were committed by family members or known persons of the community, mostly men. Nicole Wall, project officer of the Child Advocacy Center based in Region 3, shared her views on some of the contributing factors to this alarming upsurge of sexual molestation on boys.
Society has raised men or males in the whole to be macho. And so something like that should not happen to you. Sometimes people say, how could you let that happen? You're a man, or you're a boy. You should not let something like that happen. So we find it's most times the stigma that would be attached, that if a male is being abused, that people will look down at that person as not being macho, not being able to defend himself.
Wall, who is also a forensic interviewer, is tasked daily with working with young victims to solicit information utilizing non-traumatic methods instead of having them go directly to the police to tell their stories. She added that eliminating the stigma attached to male children being abused lies in part with caregivers, also ensuring equal treatment and security for both boys and girls.
We need to treat our males or boys as equal the way we treat our girls, the same protection methods we use for our girls. And so we must have that open relationship with our boys. If you're being abused, if you're being groomed, there's room for you to come and talk about it and not be stigmatized, not being looked down upon because you're a male.
According to Wall, the Region 3 Child Advocacy Center has received over 90 referrals for this year so far. The center also provides counseling for traumatized parents who were also victims of abuse as children. She opined that reducing this catastrophic plague that has a long-term effect on children goes beyond the efforts of the centers, government, and agencies.
Be on the lookout for our children. Be very observant. Every time you're out on the road, you're minding your own business, and the minute you see a child with somebody, your antennas go up. I look for the expression on the child's face. I look for the child's body language. If the child is uncomfortable walking with that person, if the child is uncomfortable sitting on that adult's lap in public transportation, or in a public place, you look for all these things. You're so observant, because for me, this job has taught me that your antennas are always up when you see a child. So it does not have to be blood related, because I know people say, well, it's not happening in my home, so I don't need to be on the lookout. That's not the case. We need to protect our children.
Reports of child sexual abuse can be made to the Child Care and Protection Agency or ChildLink. Tamika Rodney reporting for HGP Nightly News.